first time since 2014 that the Chiefs will not be in the playoffs. This is devastating for this franchise that has seen so much success, especially in the past 5 to 6 years. You wonder, where do they go from here? Mahomes is already scheduled to get surgery. I think he already got a surgery, if I'm not mistaken. So he'll be out, for the foreseeable future. Recovery time is probably 8 months, maybe later, maybe sooner, depending on the severity of the ACL. But where do the Chiefs go from here? Right now, you got Gardner Minshew as your backup quarterback. You got Travis Kelce still out there. You got Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, Kareem Hunt, Isaiah Pacheco in the backfield. I think Travis Kelce retires after this season. I think the Chiefs will trade Chris Jones, their elite defensive lineman. I think Chris Jones is starting to get older. Travis Kelce, hinted, thought about retirement last year. I think it's all but said and done that he will retire as one of, if not the greatest tight end we've ever seen. So Hall of Fame career for sure for Travis Kelce if he decides to do that. Chris Jones, I think he has a lot of value there for the Chiefs to start stacking up some picks and start to retool this franchise to when Mahomes gets back. So maybe the onus isn't so much on Patrick Mahomes. In the past, we've seen dynasties. We go back to the Patriots. When Tom Brady tore his ACL, and the Patriots didn't get back to the Super Bowl for a while. People thought that dynasty was over, but in reality, it was a halftime for a part 2 to that dynasty. A lot of people were wondering the same thing for the Kansas City Chiefs. Will there be a part 2? If there is going to be a part 2, they have to start unloading parts and start stacking up picks and start to retool this entire team, because I think that this team, as constructed, as we've seen this year, has not been good enough. It's been Patrick Mahomes go make a play largely. So in the NFL, that's not going to work. Ironically, the Chiefs in this draft are projected to take Notre Dame running back Jeremiah Love, and that would obviously be a huge piece of need for the Chiefs, given how the running game was not that great this year. Even with Kareem Hunt has some decent games, but by and large, the running game was not a strong point for this Kansas City Chiefs team, which had led to Mahomes having to drop back a lot, and he ended up getting hit, I think, the second most of any quarterback in this league. Only Justin Herbert got hit more this season so far, and unfortunately, the last sag he took, ended up taking him out for the year. We wish a speedy recovery for Patrick Mahomes. Of course, he's one of the best he is the best in our game. I'm sorry, I think he is the best in our game still at quarterback. He is the standard that every quarterback in the league is going for right now, especially this younger crop of quarterbacks. So, we wish him a speedy recovery and he will be back. I know this Chiefs team will be back eventually. They're not going to go away in the sunset. Andy Reid is still going to be there. Patrick Mahomes will be back. It's just, how will this team look when Mahomes does get back? What do they do to start stacking picks? I had a funny thought. What if the Chiefs were to just tank next year, take a gap year, and then get Jeremiah Smith out of Ohio State? So now you got Jeremiah Love at running back, and then you get Jeremiah Smith at wide receiver. And then I can see the Chiefs doing something like trading for a really great tight end, or picking up a great tight end like Kyle Pitts. We're not sure what Atlanta is going to want to do with Kyle Pitts, but the vibes around the league are saying that Kyle Pitts probably won't be in Atlanta much longer. I think he will either be a trade candidate or will be an unrestricted free agent soon. You wonder about that. Do you wonder if Isaiah Likely, who is also in a contract year, the Ravens haven't franchise tagged him as of yet. They can't, obviously, because it's still in season. But you wonder if the Ravens part ways with Isaiah Likely and let him go into the free agency. Do the Chiefs look into signing him as well? So the way that it wouldn't shock me. These Chiefs know how to put together a really good team, a championship caliber team. So you can't rule them out. This is going to be a tough little stretch for them as they wait for their franchise quarterback to get back. But tough season, tough blow. It was a great dynasty, an amazing 10-year run, one of the best we've ever seen in the history of the game. So, but again, we hope Patrick Mahomes recovers well and gets back to being the great quarterback that he is.